Can I just leave?
Sorry, but you're in my story now.
See, this is exactly what I said. You can't live without me. Without me, without a Stanley, there would be no story for you to tell, good sir. You need me. I'm still weirded out by my apartment room being 427. And also, yeah, of course, that'd be bloody creepy as well. So,
This is a very sad story about the death of a man named Stanley.
well, that's just grim. Good morning, employee 427. Press B on your keyboard. You just want me to press buttons. I was complaining about that, but you're giving me directions, and I love directions. Press B!
Stanley is quite a boring fellow.
True.
He has a job that demands nothing of him.
Exactly.
And every button that he pushes is a reminder of the inconsequential nature of his existence.
Although, to be fair, pressing buttons, the job that we as Stanley do, is apparently rather difficult because, again, the monitor said stuff like, press the Y button for 36 milliseconds. How the bloody hell are you gonna keep track of that? Like, you could go 1, 2, 3 for 3 full seconds, but 36 millis... Stanley's job is hard.
Look at him there, pushing buttons, doing exactly what he's told to do. Now he's pushing a button. Now he's eating lunch. Now he's going home. Now he's coming back to work. One might even feel sorry for him, except that he's chosen this life.
I mean, we accepted the job, so yes, we chose it. And since you say please, sure thing.
But in his mind, in his mind he can go on fantastic adventures. From behind his desk, Stanley dreamed of wild expeditions into the unknown, fantastic discoveries of new lands. It was wonderful. And each day that he returned to work was a reminder that none of it would ever happen to him.
I mean, that's what fantasy is for. I mean, I have fantasized about running through the forest with bow and arrow and whatnot, and that's never gonna happen in real life, so that could be fun. Please press N to watch TV. Do we even have a television? We do not even have a television. Can I have a television?
And so he began to fantasize about his own job.
Where is my television?
First, he imagined that one day while at work, he stepped up from his desk to realize that all of his co-workers, his boss, everyone in the building had suddenly vanished off the face of the earth.
Quite a silly fantasy.
The thought excited him terribly.
Excited me in what way? Because, oh yes, all my co-workers are gone. I'm free. Or just the case of, my life is different all of a sudden. Please press Y to spend time with the boys. Who are the boys?
So he went further. He imagined that he came to 2 open doors and that he could go through either. At last, choice.
Brilliant.
It barely even mattered what lay behind each door. The mere thought that his decisions would mean something was almost too wonderful to behold.
This was a story about the death of a man named Stanley. So where does that go? Please press L to prepare dinner. Again, we're not preparing dinner because there's no TV. I'm not spending time with the boys.
As he wandered through this fantasy world, he began to fill it with many possible paths and destinations. Down one path lay an enormous round room with monitors and mind controls. And down another was a yellow line that weaved in many directions.
Yes.
And down another was a game with a baby.
Oh, God, no.
And he called it the Stanley Parable.
And another path, there was some man singing a weird song. No, actually, there were 2 paths with 2 people singing weird songs. Please press M to tell your kids a story. We have kids! I thought we were single, because no one would love me, right? Single for life.
It was such a wonderful fantasy, and so in his head he relived it again, and then again, and again, over and over, wishing beyond hope that it would never end, that he might always feel this free. Surely there's an answer down some new path, mustn't there be? Perhaps if he played just one more time.
And that's why we are in this parable. With our existence quite terrible. Please press X to tell your wife you love her. I don't have a wife! Or a husband. I have nothing. Ooh, my desk is expanding.
In reality, all he's doing is pushing the same buttons he always has. Nothing has changed. The longer he spends here, the more invested he gets, the more he forgets which life is the real one.
Well, stuff is currently indeed blending in a little bit too much. Please press P to go to sleep. Yes.
And I'm trying to tell him this, that in this world he can never be anything but an observer, that as long as he remains here, he's slowly killing himself. But he won't listen to me. He won't stop. Here, watch this. Stanley, the next time the screen asks you to push a button, do not do it.
But it's so tempting to push it, because it's so fun. And likewise, I'm stuck in a bloody room, so what do you want me to do? Not press the button and figure out what happens when I press the button, because it's kind of fun to press the button and figure out what happens when I press the button. Plus, I'm now spying you, so yes.
You see? Can he just not hear me?
Nope.
How can I tell him in a way that he'll understand that every second he remains here, he's electing to kill himself? How can I get him to see what I see? How can I make him look at himself?
Well, for starters, add a mirror. Please press U to question nothing. Nope. Question nothing, consume everything. Wait for next product.
I suppose I can't. Not in the way I want him to. But I don't make the rules. I simply play to my intended purpose, the same as Stanley. We're not so different, I suppose. I'll try once more to convey all this to him. I'm compelled to. I must. Perhaps, well, maybe this time he'll see. Maybe this time.
Maybe.
And I tried again.
Please die. Wow.
Stanley pushed a button. And I tried again. And Stanley pushed a button. And I tried.
That is bloody grim. So I remember the wife part, but all the other stuff behind it? Nope. That's the kind of stuff I forgot. Well, stuck in the parable yet again, or still stuck forevermore. And still quite a lot of chaos to cause.
All of his co-workers were gone.
Which means...
What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Definitely going to the meeting room, ignoring the new content, even though the pull towards it is growing and growing. Okay, so we followed the cargo lift.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
We know what awaits us behind the phone. But I also know of an option that stops that.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. The lounge was sublime, a work of art.
Indeed.
What was it about this room that called so deeply and so personally to Stanley? Its grace, its subtle charm.
The warmth?
No. Stanley knew it was something deeper, something darker.
Is the vending machine taking over? Is the vending machine luring me here? There's a very high possibility of that.
Yes, really, really worth it being here in the room.
We should definitely leave. We should definitely leave.
To get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Nope, we are going straight ahead because we have a phone call waiting for us.
Stanley was so bad at following directions. This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself.
Indeed.
To put your work aside. To let her back into your life.
Yes.
She's been waiting.
Indeed, she's been waiting because all this time I've had some kind of strange entity jabbering inside of my ear. It's time for the silence to return.
That's her, Stanley.
Yep.
You need to be the one to do this. To reach out to her.
I reach out.
If you can truly place your faith in another, then pick up the phone.
Nope, I'm reaching out to the sweet, glorious sound of silence.
As Stanley picked up the phone, a white light engulfed him, filling him not just with radiance, but with hope. Hope for a life reunited Wait. Oh, goodness.
I have
Stanley,
a choice.
Did you just unplug the phone?
Yep.
No, that wasn't supposed to be a choice. How did you do that? You actually chose incorrectly.
I'm good at that.
I didn't even know that was possible. Let me double check.
Go ahead.
No, it's definitely here, clear as day. Stanley picks up the phone. He's taken to his apartment where he finds his wife, and the two pledge themselves to one another.
Lies.
Music comes in, fade to white, roll credits.
There were no credits.
Picking up the phone is actually somehow an incorrect course of action. How is that even possible? None of these decisions were supposed to mean anything. I don't understand. How on earth are you making meaningful choices? What did you... Wait a second. Did I just see... No, that's not possible. I can't believe it.
What?
How had I not noticed it sooner?
What?
You're not Stanley. You're a real person.
What?
I can't believe I was so mistaken. This is why you've been able to make correct and incorrect choices.
See, there
And to
are
think I've
incorrect
been letting
choices.
You run around in this game for so long. If you'd made any more wrong choices, you might have negated it entirely. It's as though you completely ignored even the most basic safety protocol for real-world decision-making. Or did you not grasp the severity of the situation? Well, I won't have that
got
kind
away
of
from me,
risk
yeah.
on my watch. I'm going to stop the game for a moment so we can educate you properly on safe decision-making in the real world. Please observe this helpful instructional video.
Oh, God.
Choice. It's the best part of being a real person. But if used incorrectly, can also be the most dangerous.
That is true.
For example, in this scenario, a hypothetical real person named Rupert has a choice. He could invent a machine that eliminates food shortages across the world to make life better for all people. Or he could spend years of hard work forgetting how to read. Which choice would you make?
Well,
Remember that unlike here, the real world makes sense, and at no time should you make a choice that does not conform to rational logic. If you find yourself speaking with a person who does not make sense, in all likelihood, that person is not real. Allow the person to finish their thought, then provide an excuse why you cannot continue talking. Turn to a partner and practice saying, "My goodness, is it 4:30? I'm supposed to be having a back, sack, and crack." Excellent. Making choices on a regular basis is the best part to a healthy decision-making process.
I guess.
Most medical professionals recommend making at least 8 choices per day.
8 choices?
Do you make more than 8? Less? And finally, if you begin to wonder if your choices are actually meaningful and whether you'll ever make a significant contribution to the world, just remember that in the vast infiniteness of space, your thoughts and problems are materially insignificant.
Ah,
and
thank
the
God.
feeling should subside.
Yeah, indeed.
At this time, your instructor will guide you in an exercise to test and reinforce the material covered in this video.
Sure.
Welcome back. You may have noticed that this room has begun to deteriorate as a result of narrative contradiction.
Clearly.
Not to worry. Now that you're properly informed on good decision-making, we're going to revisit a choice you made just a few minutes ago and see what the correct thing to do would have been. This way, please.
This is definitely looking weird. 8 choices, clearly either too little or too much. One of the two, I'm unsure. I haven't made the choice just yet. Ah, you're not gonna let me jump off? And my miserable existence of choiceless life? Well, good on you. You're keeping me safe.
Now that we know your choices are meaningful, we can't have you jumping off the platform and dying. Imagine the main character dying senselessly halfway through the story.
Yeah.
That story would make no sense at all.
Exactly.
We just need to get you home as soon as possible before the narrative contradiction gets any worse. Unfortunately, it seems this place is not well equipped to deal with reality.
Well, that means there are upgrades that need to be made. Could I still... I can crouch? Come on! I could crouch underneath that. Fine, let's go back to where it all began. The original choice, left or right. I'm now wondering what else has changed. Ooh, the choice to stay in the employee lounge. You even close that door off. Alright, that's fine. No elevator. Perfect.
Almost there. You'll take the door on the left, back to the correct ending, the story will have resolution once again, and you'll be home free in the real world.
What if I don't want to? I mean, disobeying you is a choice as well. And having that direction to pick the opposite choice, it is freeing.
Now remember, all you need to do is behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first.
Yes.
I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
However, we have gone through the door on our left before, and we know where that story takes us. And although there is another path to take over there, for the service of the story, as you yourself say it so eloquently, we go into the unknown.
No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry back in the other direction. Perhaps we're not too late.
I think it's far too late already. This is just messed up. God. No, I'm sorry. I think we have started to break everything. Can I just go through here again? No? Okay, fine. We'll go to the left, see how badly it's over here. I mean, everything looks normal. And clearly I spoke too soon.
I can't believe
The red door!
My story! You've destroyed my work! Why? For what? What did you get out of that?
A giggle?
What did you think was so special about seeing the game undone? Left here like so much garbage. It's worthless now.
No, it's
and what
glorious.
am I supposed to do? Even if there were a way to continue, would it be worth it? To know that my story is now incorrect? How can I go back to that? I can't erase that knowledge. I'll have to live with it forever, reliving its impossibility forever. I couldn't live that way. Is it better to shut the game down entirely?
No, don't do that.
Destroy all of my work?
No, don't do that.
No. What's the answer?
You have a choice to make.
What do I... No, I have to.
No.
I have to shut the game down.
That's the wrong choice.
I have to.
You don't have to. Boop. Well, I am still here.
Oh, I'm here.
You
I'm
broke
still
everything.
Here in this pile of rubbish. With you. You. Who thought you were so clever.
Well, clearly I
Here
am.
we are. My entire game is destroyed.
You need better
The only
fail-safes.
thing in the world that was mine, and you've run it into the ground. What, did you think that would be funny?
Yes.
You just had to see?
Yes.
Didn't I impress upon you how important it was to be like Stanley?
Well, the Stanley
He
before me
actually
has
knows how to
been
do what I
denying your
tell him to.
choices.
He understands that if I say to do something, there's a damn good reason for it. That thought hadn't even occurred to you, had it?
Nope.
That there's a world outside of you? You're a child.
Kinda.
Oh, my story.
I'm sure there's still a story
If you'd
somewhere
just
out
gone
there.
through the door on the left, you would have seen it. There was a whole underground facility. You would have destroyed it and been victorious. It would have been so perfect. I worked so hard on it.
And it
I
was
tried
good.
so hard to make...
Uh.
Behave exactly
what?
as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
No. I mean, again, I could, but... Surely the room is in shambles again, right? No, we're just gonna go right. Everything is
Why
meant
did
to
you do
be
that?
like this.
Quickly, hurry back. Behave exactly as Stanley would.
Yes, I will
That
behave
means
exactly as
choosing
Stanley
responsibly
would.
and always putting the story first.
The story is to the
I'm quite sure
right.
You'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine.
Yeah.
All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
And Stanley didn't know what left or right was because he never learned a little trick with his hands that his left hand would make an L shape. He thought that was right, and then thus he went left. That's how this goes. No? Nothing? No?
No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry back.
Clearly I'm breaking everything.
Behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
I'm unsure if stuff changes if I keep on going right. I think I might have to go left. Like, everything is as bad as it possibly could be at this point in time.
Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry back. Behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task.
Okay,
Just
it's getting
follow
weird
my lead
now.
and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
You really don't... You really don't want me to bloody well go right in... Ah! I win! I win! I win! That's how this works. Why was that door open? Was that meant to happen?
No! Why did you do that? Quickly,
I think I'm in a loop right now. Well, I've always been in a loop, but...
Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task.
I guess.
Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
You have it your way. I think we are just in a loop by going right all the time. I thought something changed because the door was slightly ajar, but... Fine. To the left we go. Your amazing, grand story about some underground facility and... Is everything back to normal
Yet
now?
there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
By resetting the game, you have given me the option. You liar. Why would you close off the broom closet, not close it off? I hate you more and more every day. You deny me my broom closet. You deny me.
Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Well, good news, we're still on the right path. Bad news, we can't go down. But the good news is, at least, we're not actually restarting the game completely. We can't even go into the bathroom now. Well, that is sucky. What if I need to go? That's not how it was before. Why would the boss have a staircase inside of his office? It's more like we went from a normal office to a evil mastermind's
Stepping inside
office.
his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this, until he saw the door with a voice receiver next to it. Surely behind this door lay all the answers to his questions.
Maybe.
And beyond all probability, he knew the passcode. He had seen it on his boss's computer just last week. Nightshark 115. Was this the code to open the door? Would it still work? There was only one way to find out. Stanley had been trained never to speak up, but now he would draw from within himself the courage to face the unknown. He drew a sharp breath and then spoke the code.
This is an evil mastermind tower. The business strategy is to put a gun to the face of a poor panda? That is horrible. Sewage,
Stanley
lilies,
spoke the
Fight
code.
Club money.
Nightshark 115. He spoke it into the receiver
No.
there on the wall.
Yeah, I know where it is, but... Yeah, we are in the lair of an evil villain, that's what. Well,
I'm sorry,
his lair
is
is
there a
behind there.
problem?
Yes, there is
You
a problem.
didn't mishear me, did you?
No,
Please
Nightshark 115.
speak the code into the receiver. Otherwise, we can't get on with the story. This is a crucial step.
Is it? If you say so. But why is everything different? Why the other office?
Okay,
Why
fine.
that?
You're not going to do it, but you know what? It's pretty humiliating to bring you this far, only for you to suddenly decide you have better things to do. I asked you for this one single thing, for your respect, The kind of respect Stanley shows for his choices. He knows what it means to take a story seriously.
I am taking the
If
story
you didn't want to
seriously.
see what I had to show you, then why did you come here? You had a choice, you know. You could have gone through the door on the right. You could have done whatever the hell you wanted over there. Why did you come this way?
Because I went through the door
Say
to the
something to
right.
me. Explain yourself, you coward. You...
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. Stanley?
Okay.
Hello? Are you... Is everything okay?
I don't think it is.
I need you to make a choice. I need you to walk through the door. Are you listening to me? Can you hear me? Is everything all right?
I don't think it is, boss.
This is important. The story needs you. It needs you to make a decision. It cannot exist without you. Do you understand me? Whatever choice you make is just fine. They're both correct. You cannot be wrong here. We can work together. I'll accept whatever you do. I simply need you to take that step forward, please. Choose.
God, that's so sad for the narrator.
Anything. This is
Without
the
a
most
Stanley,
important you can ever know. I need this.
there's no purpose for
The
him.
story needs it.
You need it.
So, you hear me? Are you there? Are you listening to this? Stanley, are you there? Okay. It's okay, I can wait. You need time to decide. Time to make sure your choice is correct. That is the best choice. That's all right. I'll wait for you to decide what's the right thing to do.
I think the credits got stuck.
As you need.
Sorry, Leroy. Sorry, Valve. Okay, definitely weird. Yeah, this game, even though I have played this before, I do recall this now that I have gone through it. It's still so fun to re-experience. Okay, so we did the cargo lift, we followed it, we listened to it, we unplugged it. Okay, we jumped down and died. We need to go to the red door. We have got the escape ending and we have the stairs going down. So there's 3 more endings that I
All
think
of
I
his
can
co-workers
remember
were
from the
gone.
base
What
game.
could it mean?
So
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
let's finish stuff off with the right door first. Then the stuff on the left. And then new content awaits. So, onwards to the red
When
door.
Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Standing now in this incredible room, Stanley for the first time understood true happiness.
Indeed.
Then the feeling went away, and he felt sad again.
Aww.
Then it came back,
Yay!
and lingered for a minute or 2.
Awesome.
Now it's only half there. Just a kind of, tingle.
It's something. Better a tingle than nothing at all. Right?
Yes, really, really worth it being here in the room.
Indeed.
A room so utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished, here you sit looking at these chairs and some paintings.
Yeah,
Really worth it.
it's all blue. We should move on and go to a red
But
room.
eager to get... I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not.
Nah, I think you are.
realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time.
Yeah, but
There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about.
there is story down here.
Really?
Yes.
I was in the middle of something.
know,
Do you
I
have
know.
zero consideration for others?
Meh,
Are you
0.1%.
that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look,
Show me.
Let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side.
Show
Give
me
a
a red
chance.
door. And also show me a bucket. Every single time now that I see this, I'm like, no buckets past this point. And now I want a bloody bucket. Just to spite you, because it's fun.
Now listen carefully, this is important.
Yes.
Stanley walked through the red door.
Well, I like the red door, but the blue door is good too.
Aha, perhaps you misunderstood.
Yes.
Stanley walked through the red door.
The red door is nice now, but it is not in its ultimate form. So I'm giving you the opportunity to, well, make it pretty.
I still don't think we're communicating
Exactly.
properly. Stanley walked through the red door.
And it is a glorious door for sure. And because you put so much effort into it, and because I, honest to God, can't remember what happens once we go through this red door. Let's find out.
Oh, thank God you are willing to listen
Yes.
to me. Do you see that I really have wanted you to be happy all this time?
I
The problem
guess.
is all these choices. The two of us always trying to get somewhere that isn't here. Running and running and running, just the way you're doing right now.
Going in circles
Don't
and
you
circles.
See that it's killing us, Stanley?
Slowly.
I wanted to stop.
You wanted to stop?
We would both be so much happier if we just stopped.
Are you sure about that?
And I think I have a solution. Here, let me show you.
Are you really sure we will both be happier if we all just stopped? Because not too long ago I was standing still doing absolutely nothing and you grew desperate and sad. That was painful to experience. I hope you know what choice you're making.
What do we want? What are we looking for?
I'm not sure. What are we looking for?
Here.
Ooh.
Yes. Oh, it's beautiful, isn't it? If we just stay right here, right in this moment with this place, Stanley, I think I feel happy.
Well, it is wonderful.
I actually feel happy.
I guess one can truly experience happiness just lying down here. Place down a few pillows and just right in the center of the room as you look around and stare up at the ceiling as all the light just converges in beautiful colors. Definitely beautiful colors. Yeah, this is where you can experience happiness. But you should have closed off this door.
No, wait. Where are you going?
Well, there's a door here. And if you leave it open, it's distracting.
Right. Where were we?
Enjoy. Ooh, green colors. Love it. This room is getting better by the second. But still, see, where's the previous path? You closed that off, but you left this door open, and it is just distracting me. Yes, I know in any kind of magical experience like this, you need an exit sign, like in case of emergency. But right here, right now, it's just distracting. So it makes me want to just go here. And I also realize that this kind of looks unfinished.
Oh no. Stay away from those stairs. If you hurt yourself, if you die, the game will reset. We'll lose all of this.
That's true. Which means we should go back. That's an adorable little drawing. But why is there an adorable little drawing in this room?
Good. We can't be too safe. Promise me you won't go back there. Just stay here.
I'm not gonna promise anything because again, you are not learning from your mistakes by leaving that bloody door open with the light around it. Oh, again. This room is lovely. Quite hypnotizing, really. But no, we now have questions. Why is there even a room with a staircase here?
What do we talk about? You're risking everything we achieved here.
What have we achieved here? Happiness? Is it true happiness, though? Again, there is no little bed here.
You are going to stay here, aren't you?
Not forever. And especially not... I'm not gonna stay here for long if there's not a nice pillow over here, and a blanket, and snacks, and... I can't stay here, and you know it. Which means we gotta move on. Even if that will actually lead to our demise.
You heard me before, didn't you? You will die. What about this isn't getting through to you?
Well, we all die in the end, right? Don't you get that? In the end, we all die. And you gotta enjoy life for as long as it allows you to love. Okay, for a moment I thought, where did all the lights go? Yeah, that's brilliant. Ah, there we go. That's so much better. Hold on. Is this a repeat? This is a repeat. This is like watching the same television show over and over, thinking you are watching something new, and then you realize, oh no, it's not. It's something that we have seen before. Well, in that case, death it is. I gotta make the choice, my good sir. Truly. Also because I just wanna know, but...
Please, no, Stanley, let me stay here. Don't take this from me.
This feels so bad.
Please, Stanley, think about what you're doing.
I'm thinking. And... I'm not Stanley.
No!
And I'm not dead.
Thank God. You lived.
How?
You had me worried there for a moment.
How did we live?
Can we please get back to the other room?
Well... Okay, you said please. I appreciate you saying please. That makes me reconsider it just a tad, but it's still on repeat. Happy?
There. See? This is what you want. This is where we can both be happy. We really can. If we stop moving, we just have to stop moving.
But if we stop moving, then what about the story? I know you care about the story. And if there is no story, then neither of us is truly happy, even if there are
Stanley,
colorful lights
go
to
back.
distract us.
There's nothing good that can come from this.
Are you sure? Are you really, really sure? Because again, a story is everything for the two of us, isn't it? Which means I'm gonna give it to you. You want a story? I want a story? Let's get this story going.
No. No, what are you doing? Do you just not believe me? What can I say to convince you?
I don't know. But what I'm doing is, I'm climbing the stairs, I'm climbing up, and then I'm gonna fall down. Because that's what I'm good at. Making silly choices. I have been making these brilliant silly choices for a very long time. And they are very good at creating a story.
Stanley, let's go back to the other room. Can you do that for me?
Does the answer there lie how the hell I'm still alive by falling down several flights of stairs?
Yes. Perhaps you can. Perhaps you finally see what I'm talking about.
Nope.
I know you'll see that we can't be happy if we leave this place. You can see that, can't you?
Nope. Can't see it. Definitely can't see it. Which means we gotta go back, good sir. We gotta go back.
No,
and we are moving
perhaps not.
so bloody slowly now. Dear God. Well, I guess that is what happens when you fall down several flights of stairs and actually survive. It's a miracle we're even walking.
My God, is this really how much you dislike my game?
No, it's because
Did
I
you
love
throw
it.
yourself from this platform over and over to be rid of it? You were literally willing to kill yourself to keep me from being happy. Am I reading the situation correctly?
Maybe I'm the villain after all. God, now I feel bad. I feel really bad about doing this. I am so sorry, narrator. I'm so sorry. But we're still alive!
Maybe you're just getting a kick out of it.
Yeah, that too.
I don't know anymore. I just wanted us to get along. Do you actually want to stay alive? Or are you just teasing me?
Both. Definitely both. And I mean, it is kind of fun. Also to explore what you have to say. I'm enjoying this story. How about you?
I wanted us to be happy here, Stanley. I really did. I still thought that was possible.
But not anymore. No, I'm afraid that this chapter of the story has to end for the story to continue flowing forwards. Because if you stay stuck in the same place for all too long, then there is no progression. You go nowhere. You grow unhappy. even if you think you are happy. Which means, up we go. And of course the only reason we're doing this is because we are a video game character. We can survive this. We know that the story resets with all our knowledge. Which makes this just a slight inconvenience.
Is it over?
I think it
It's
is.
going to restart, isn't it?
Any
I'm
second
going
now.
back.
Going back to a brand new old Stanley. See? Like nothing changed. Right?
All of his co-workers were gone.
See?
What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
He sounds so much cheerful. He sounds much more cheerful. That's what I'm trying to say. We're doing him a good service. We're doing him a disservice by ignoring the new content. What's this? This was the door that would lead to the set of 2 open doors and where Stanley entered the door to his left. Right? Am I gaslighting myself now? What is going on? Why?
Don't question it, don't question it. The more you try and think about the ever-changing nature of the office, the more it hurts. The office is its own character, always making you second-guess yourself as we slowly go mad.